Alrighty. Hi. So here we are again on another birthday night of mine. It's about 13 minutes to midnight, and midnight would be my birthday, my 24th birthday. And anyways, for those of you who know, I do these videos every year, and this year is no different. So I actually happen to be in Toronto right now as this video is taken. I came to visit Daniela. And then we came to Sarah Jean's house, who she used to live with back in the day. And her birthday is the same as my birthday, and you're totally going to meet her later, because how often do you find people that you know that have the same birthday? Am I right? Am I right? Anyways, so I'm in her bathroom right now because everybody else is in the kitchen area and living room area, just kind of drinking and whatever, and they all know I'm doing this, so it's totally not weird, and they accept it, which is even cooler. Anyways, though, Sarah Jean fixed me up this drink, and it's got orange slices in it, some form of juice, some form of Sprite, and then some form of rum. So I think last year I was drinking some like coffee flavored vodka. I don't even know, guys. I'm sorry, but this year it seems to be, it's rather tasty. Anyways, I have to tell you guys about my day today. So for the last little bit, I've been thinking about like doing like a solo trip by myself and just doing something for myself by myself. Because lately I've been feeling like really monotonous in my own life, and it's like the monotonous makes it unsettling in a really bad way, and I wanted to not be doing the same thing every single day, and I needed to do something that was for me to kind of shake it up, to kind of get me out of my element and into another element that I know I can do. And you just kind of every now and then, I don't know, I just feel like as human beings, every now and then we need to shake things up. But not shake things up to sound so like cliche, but just like we need to unsettle ourselves to resettle ourselves in a different way. If you know what I'm talking about, that's awesome. And if you don't, maybe you haven't experienced it yet, which is, I mean, you have a great life then, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, I'm babbling, but just the point is that I need to do something for me. So I left this morning to go to Niagara Falls after work. I ended up work at 9:30 this morning, and then I left to go to Niagara Falls. I did not call my parents. They usually call me during the day just to kind of like say hello and see what's up. And so I figured, all right, well, when they call me, I'll just kind of like let it slip that I'm not in the area anymore. So my dad called me, and he was like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm just in the car right now. No big deal. And he was just like, okay, well, blah, 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 like continue with the conversation, and then mentioned something how I needed to pick a restaurant because, my family goes out for dinner for when it's anybody's birthday. So, and I was like, yeah, tonight when you come home, when we're all home, we'll talk about what restaurant we're going to go to. And I'm just like, I might not be home. And he's like, why not? And I'm just like, because I'm on my way to Niagara Falls right now. And my dad was just like, that's funny because it sounded like you said you're on your way to Niagara Falls. And I was like, yep. And he was just like, oh, why did you go to Niagara Falls? You didn't tell us you were going to Niagara Falls. Are you by yourself right now? And they freak out because my parents are full Italian, and it's just like the thing that they do, they're paranoid, and they, you know what, they love their kids, and they just want to make sure we're safe all the time. And you can't blame them for it, but once in a while we got to shake them up a little bit too as we get older. So they realize we're getting older and that we do different things, and it's okay because we're growing into our own person. But, anyways, so I'm like, yeah, I'm like leaving, and he's like, well, where are you right now? I'm like, Ridgetown. He's like, Ridgetown? He was so pissed, and I had kind of gotten into a little semi-fight with my mom the night before, and, yeah, so it probably wasn't a good timing that I went by myself and didn't tell them, and I was like, well, I told you I was going to do this trip, and you guys weren't going to agree with it, and he was like, when did you tell us that? And I said, I don't know, like last week, and you guys laughed at me for wanting to go by myself, and he's like, oh, well, I didn't think you were gonna actually go by yourself. And it's just like, I don't know, this huge thing. But anyways, I did it for me because I wanted to go, and I've never really been to Niagara Falls, and I wanted to experience it for myself. So I went to the Butterfly Conservatory, and that, like, butterflies are, like, a thing for me. Like, to anyone that knows me knows that, like, since grade 5, I've had the same butterfly ring on my right hand finger for, like, years. And, if I don't wear it, I feel really awkwardly naked, and I'm taking a video. Oh my god, it happens to be Daniela, who I'm coming to visit. And I was just telling Daniela, I'll get back to my point in a second, but I was just telling Daniela how significant it is that I happen to be in Toronto. Because, okay, side note, after Niagara Falls, I just kind of like, well, I'm an hour away from Toronto. I might as well spend the night.
Might as well!
So I came to Toronto, and I was just telling her how significant it is, because last year in my video, I'm pretty sure I mentioned what we were going to do with Lady Meta, because it was at the end of March, my birthday's at the end of March, obviously, and then April was when we were shooting Littlefoot Longfoot's music video, and I was talking about it, so it was just like significant, because last year coming to Toronto was a pretty big part of my life, and now like coming back to Toronto again for my birthday and doing one of these videos again is just kind of like, you know, it just kind of brings it full circle. So, last year when I mentioned Daniela's name, for those of you that don't know, for those of you that even watch this like I'm talking to you like I have a fan base right now.
What up, what up?
This is Daniela.
That's me.
This is my other half. This is the person that people go, oh, you guys are like...
Lady Meta?
Lady Meta?
Oh.
Cool. 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 We don't... Whatever.
That's pretty cool.
Do you know what time it is?
I don't know. Does it say in your phone?
Well, I've been talking for 6 minutes. So
it's not time yet.
It's 11:50 something, I think, right now.
Yeah.
11:52, 3, I would say. So we got only like 7 minutes. But
so
yeah.
long. Are you going to continue to talk for 7 minutes?
Yeah, well, my last video was 12 minutes.
Okay.
And the last like 2 were going to be me walking out there.
Oh my god, look, there's a tree toothbrush holder.
Daniela is obsessed with trees and nature. Oh my god. So anything, if you, it's just, I mean, it's just, you see a fucking tree and she goes fucking apeshit over it.
I know, but like really pretty trees, like all trees are beautiful. I'm just saying like, you know, really pretty ones are really pretty. It's not their fault.
Like that, right there, she just freaked over that.
It's a toothbrush holder that said tree on it. And also, look at this fucking shower curtain. Tree. Hey, this girl's name is Tree.
Yeah, so then we thought, okay.
Tree.
Listen, okay. So, okay, I have to go back to my original, what was my point about butterflies? Don't pee right now.
Butterflies.
Anyways, butterflies, and I wear butterfly rings, so I walked in the butterfly conservatory because I want those things I was going to do for me today, and a fucking blue monarch, I think that's what it's called, or blue something,
Blue something.
literally landed on my arm, and then like fluttered and landed on the other arm, and it was just like, that's what I went there for.
You know what, butterflies are meta because they were caterpillars and they're like a thing from a thing from a thing from a thing.
Yep.
Creation from a creation. Just like us.
Just like us. We started off as one little tiny cell, and now we're like full-blown human beings. What? Hello. Extreme close-up!
But we don't get to be unicorns.
I don't really know what unicorns mean in this.
Like a horse with a horn. Oh my god, I figured out, this year, I figured out what a narwhal was. Does anyone know what that is?
A narwhal.
Yeah.
Well,
Narwhal.
Narwhal, fucking educate us, please.
Are you ready?
Sure.
It's a whale, like a unicorn. They have a fucking horn. They have a fucking horn.
Wow, I'm so glad we know this now. Right?
Think about it, a whale with a horn. It's like a unicorn under the sea.
Can I tell you something else? Daniela's only had 2 drinks, and this is, I don't know.
This is normal.
People don't know us, and we're basically kind of the same, but not. And that's just we say shit. I don't know. I don't even know how to. I don't even have to explain it. I don't even have to explain it.
Narwhal.
Yeah.
Narwhal.
Okay. I need to finish this up.
Look up a narwhal.
I need to say.
Google that shit.
I need to say more things right now.
Can you Google that shit?
Yes.
Google that shit, narwhal. Watch the videos. Watch the videos of narwhals. I love you. Happy birthday, Katrina.
Yay! Okay. Wow, that was like a commercial to like a really mediocre show, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, so butterflies are like, so I have this butterfly ring, and I know it sounds like super crazy. You know what? I'm not going to say that detail because it's for me, and I don't need to share butterfly details with you. I mean, just saying that some things can be kept private still. Like, this world is like way too involved in like people's lives, and it's so easy to find information like these videos right now, like, and I'm being semi-hypocritical, but still some things can still be kept private. But anyways, though, what this year that I've learned, last year when we started Lady Meta and we did these music videos, is like, thank God I did those music videos, because I learned so freaking much from them about like who I am as like just like a filmmaking artist and like a human being. And it's so important that like when you go to film school, like I know a lot of people, I don't know, might say this is bullshit or whatever, but like it doesn't, like when you stop going to school, like you still have to create things and you still have to do things for you that express who you are. And it's almost like, who cares if you're getting paid for it at that point, because you still need to create. Like, obviously we all need to get paid, but let's face it, the state of this industry isn't the greatest, and it's just like, if you make it, you're great, and if you don't, you still have your day job and you do your film on the side and you try to make money, I guess. That's just kind of what I got. Last week I went to the Canadian Film Fest, and that was kind of the overall idea, was that a lot of people still have their day jobs and they do film on the side, but it's like, you introduce yourself as a filmmaker. This has just gotten to a point where what I wanted to say was that if you love what you do, keep doing what you're doing. That's what I learned from Lady Meta. Because I love what I'm doing, and I'm still doing what I love to do. And yeah, I have to work some day job in order to do what I love to do, but that's the choice that I make. And if you're in something to make the money, you gotta reevaluate yourself. Straight up. Because we're human beings, and we should be evolving all the time, I believe. And if you're in something to purely just make money off of, it's... I don't know. I feel like at this point in the conversation, if I was talking to like actual other human beings, they would know what I was saying and just like, yeah, and like add some really cool point, but I don't have a really cool point to add. So I guess if you get it, then you fucking get it, and if you don't, then you're just one of those people that lives for the dollar. Which I guess there's something wrong with, but there is something wrong with that, because then it just breeds more of the same people. It breeds more of the same people until there's less the people who actually care about something and more the people that actually care about making the money to do it. Does that make sense? I don't know. I just, maybe is it midnight yet? Dear Lord. But all I'm saying is that this year has been a really like eye-opening experience, and I'm still living in Windsor, and I'm gonna have to make a move to Toronto eventually, and it's just, I thought I was caught in a crossroads at one big point until I actually came up to Toronto last week to the Canadian Film Fest and talked to a bunch of people and learned a shit ton of shit about like how to do things in this industry, because the Canadian film industry isn't like built up enough that like that information is readily available. I tried to like Google books and stuff to read to like prepare my mind to keep educating myself about it. And the last book that was really made was in like 1990. And that sucks. That sucks. Like, for some young gun that wants to come out and learn shit like me, like, I can't. Like, it's like, it's not in one place. It's like, you really do have to research things. And it's, I don't know. It's, I totally lost my point again. This is why you don't start drinking before you make these videos. Maybe that's the reason why you should drink, because it's just a bunch of scattered thoughts that, it's like a bunch of phrases that haven't made itself into a sentence yet. I don't know. Phrases isn't the right grammatical term, or is it? It's an incomplete phrase that hasn't formulated a sentence yet. But that sentence is so close to being finished. I hear 1 minute left. Does that mean the song or the time? 13. Anyways, I'm here at Sarah Jean's house, who also shares my birthday, March 29th, and we're both turning 24, and I'm going to walk out right now because we're actually here with some pretty cool people, and we're going to go meet them right now. So, this is my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yay!
Happy
The music
to the both of you. Happy birthday.
We should stand together.
The both of you.
This is Sarah.
Happy birthday.
Your backlight. We have to get a better.
Sarah Jean and Katrina.
Happy birthday to you. And many more.
And so many things.
Cheers! Why doesn't everybody have a drink in their hand right
I have
now?
lots of things in my hands, but they're not drinks.
Sarah, it's your birthday.
What's the Simpsons one?
That's the one.
Lisa, it's your birthday! Happy birthday, Lisa! Collectively, we're known as Lisa for this. Hey, everybody say goodbye. Yeah, okay. Great note to end this video on. Cheers!